What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some hot steaming news, very interesting news from Mr. Finkle in regards to the words of Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's manager, co-manager, whatever, Shelley Finkle has stated that he, meaning Deontay Wilder, is very interested in an Anthony Joshua fight. Now, let me read the rest of it. This is getting good. Okay, Deontay Wilder is very interested in a blockbuster world title fight with Anthony Joshua, says WBC champion co-manager Shelley Finkle. Negotiations for a fight between Wilder and Joshua, the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO champion broke down earlier this year, but Finkle is willing to resume, provided that details of his talks with Matchroom boxing boss Eddie Hearn remain private. Okay, we're very interested in the fight. Finkle exclusively told Sky Sports, if he wants to be professional and keep it in a private discussion, I'm open to it. Now, the funny thing about this is, why is it now, of all times, Shelley Finkle is so, all of a sudden, so open to talk about negotiations with Anthony Joshua? Why do you think that is? Okay. Simply because maybe, just maybe, Deontay Wilder escaped a victory, a draw, and barely drawed on the hairs of his chinny chin chin. Not won, but drawed with Tyson Fury, which, by the way, the money was not there for Tyson Fury. That was mostly a fight to raise Deontay Wilder's profile, to get him in the limelight before taking that big dive with Anthony Joshua. Okay. They were so hell-bent on fighting Tyson that all of a sudden now, oh, we are very interested in fighting Joshua now. Because now, of course, they know that Tyson Fury is trying to activate his rematch clause. You know, I've discussed it in detail on how that rematch clause worked. Okay. But now all of a sudden, since it's two ways, by the way. Okay. If you haven't seen my other video, if you see this one before you saw that one, the rematch clause was two-sided. Okay. So we don't know. Both of these guys had 50-50 concessions. So if Tyson Fury is trying to contest, he wants that rematch. So he went on record stating, I want a rematch. I want it in the UK. But now Shelley Finkle is trying to double back with Eddie Hearn. No. Wait, we're very open to just keep the negotiations private. Why do you feel he wants to keep it private? Let me counterpunch it. I can answer that question. Because he doesn't want to let go of the money of the offers that was previously offered to them when they said it was a shit offer of slave wages. You see what I'm saying? Because they know that Tyson Fury, there's a good chance he might come in better shape, more prepared, homeschool advantage, you know, and he's going to ask for all that. And it's going to be in the UK. And they don't want to cash out on Tyson Fury because the money is not with Tyson Fury. Because the same amount of money that would be offered by BT Sports with Frank Warren, he won't get the amount of money that he got for the Joshua fight, and Shelley Finkle knows it. That's why Shelley Finkle's so adamant on now very interested in fighting or making a fight between Anthony Joshua, because he knows that. They want to go where the money is. They're cashing out on their boy. Bottom line. That's exactly what it is. It's like, well, shit, we almost lost that fight with Tyson Fury. We're not going to jump down that road again. We're going to go for where the money is, because there's a good chance that Tyson Fury might get that fight and beat Deontay Wilder. And there's a better chance that Deontay Wilder will lose now. He can be hurt by Tyson Fury. You damn sure know he can be hurt by Mr. Joshua. Okay? So Shelley Finkle knows that. Lou DiBella knows that. Al Heyman knows that. Mark Breland knows that. These guys know that. Now they're trying to push him in, cash him out like a damn slot machine ticket. Okay? That's what they're doing. They're cashing out on their boy. They know, well, hey, let's put him in here now while he still has his O, while he still has that WBC, because that's his only bargaining tool. Period. He doesn't have anything else. He jumped to fame, got in front of all the stars of the Americas, okay, for his debut, and he blew it. Tyson Fury made him look bad. If it wasn't for the knockdowns, it would have been a disgrace. Those knockdowns saved Deontay Wilder's ass and a little sprinkle of his reputation. And that wasn't good to begin with. He didn't have a freaking reputation, okay? His reputation was not even set. He had no standard of it. He was this guy that no one knew from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And frankly, they're like, okay, he doesn't really have anything but a punch. Somebody's going to beat him. Hell, he got beat the other night. So yeah, those negotiations are clearly open now. I see what's going on. I see exactly what's going on. Let's remain private. Okay, let's go deeper into that. Let's talk deeper into the private part. See, Shelley Finkle knows now he's willing to take the money that was offered. I guarantee it. Because he knows there's a good chance that those pay-per-view buys won't do as well. You know what I mean? Now let's look at those pay-per-view buys because that's what it's about, money. It's always been about money. Okay. So for you guys that don't know how pay-per-view works, let's say that Fury Wilder did 300,000 pay-per-view buys. Well, how it's broken down, the broadcasters, they get 50% of that. Out of that $74.99, let's break it down by price, by one unit. Broadcasters get 50% of that. The network takes 10% of that. Okay, the fighters are guaranteed $4 million, which Wilder has, and $3 million, which Fury has. Okay, well, out of this, that's 60%. That's only 40. That's what, about $21 million, and the broadcaster takes 50% of it. So that's about $10 million, $11 million, give or take, right? Then, the network, Showtime, has to take their cut. That's 10%, right? 10% out of that, what? $10 million is what? $1 million? So that leaves $10 million or $9 million, give or take. Then that has to be broke down between the fighters. So that only leaves, that's if it's 300,000, it could be 200,000. But I'm using 300,000 is an example because that's a reasonable amount that could be made that Saturday night, right? So they may be looking at the percentage of 50-50. So that's about $5 million a piece. So you tack $5 million onto Deontay's $4 million. But guess what? He ain't getting $5 million because he has to pay all these motherfuckers, right? Don't he got to pay 4 people? So he ain't going to get $5 million, right? He's going to get maybe, okay, you got Luda Bella, you got Shelley Finkle, you got Al Heyman, you got Mark Breland. Those guys got to get paid. So he might end up with 3, maybe, if he's lucky, after he pays those guys. Because they need their cut, right? Ain't it normally, I don't know, manager, I don't know what their rate is or what they charge to be the manager. I don't know how much they request. So he might end up with $3 million. You tack that on the $4 million, you got $7 million. And Shelley Finkle knows that. Shelley Finkle knows, shit, we need more than that. That 12.5 was more than that. Now that's granted because I don't know the numbers yet. I'm not claiming I know the numbers yet. And when I know, you guys will know. But according to these numbers, okay, that $7 million that Deontay Wilder ends up with, of course, these guys, the managers got to get paid, so they're worried about their own vested interest, right? So they know $12.5 million, they're getting a larger portion of that because that's guaranteed. But they'll give them 15 to 16 million, maybe, right? Because that deal might not be on the table. But regardless of what it is, Shelley Finkle wants it private. That's why he wants it private, because he's willing to accept anything now because Deontay Wilder, chances are his stock has plummeted because he fought a guy three years coming off the couch and had a draw with him. So no, his stock more than likely isn't looking too good. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can understand where Shelley Finkle is coming from now. He wants to cash out on his boy because he don't know how long that O will last. And that's my counterpunch on that. That's what I think about it. You guys tell me what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.